In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to talk about the real estate market on social media, particularly in a really competitive seller's market like it is today. So if you're worried about like scaring your audience, scaring potential buyers, and sharing the facts about the real estate market and the seller's markets, I'm going to share exactly how to talk about this on Instagram and any other social media platforms so that you can still show up and serve and provide value without alienating potential opportunities. And hey, if you're new here, thanks so much for tuning in. On this channel, I am obsessed with helping real estate agents explode their business and changing their lives using the latest social media strategies and business systems. If you're into that kind of thing, be sure to hit subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification icon to be notified every week when I'm dropping new content just like this. Okay, let's dive in. So this is actually a topic that actually came up during a coaching call with the Market Authority Academy this week. The Market Authority Academy is my signature mentorship program where I am leading a group of amazing agents all across the country on exactly these systems that they need on and off social media to explode their businesses. Right. And this is a question that came up yesterday during one of our coaching calls. And the question was basically, Stefanie, how do I continue to serve my clients and my audience on social media when the fact of the matter is we're in a really challenging seller's market and I don't know how to share more solutions in my posts on Instagram? And really the question was, how do you create posts on Instagram that is positioning yourself as the authority, as the guide, as the real estate professional when you don't even know all of the solutions that you need in a market as competitive as it is right now? And depending on when you're listening to this, it's a really heavy seller's market. Like everywhere in the country, it seems like is really struggling with a lack of inventory and super high buyer demand. And this is creating a lot of challenges for our buyers. And the problem is when this happens, we naturally don't want to scare away our audience. So I'm hearing a lot of chatter from real estate agents in different groups and different forums that I'm a part of where they're saying, stop talking about the seller's market. Stop saying how hard it is for buyers. You're going to scare away the buyers. The problem when you do this is you are misleading the public, for one, which really bothers me because at the end of the day, we still do have a fiduciary to represent the public consumers. Sorry, you can hear my son in the background probably. And we really want to make sure that we're setting proper expectations for potential clients. And so I don't think that we need to be scared away from sharing the stats in the real estate market. I think that what we need to understand is how to share market data and how to position ourselves as still being there to be the helpful guide for our buyers and sellers. And so let's talk about specifically how to do this. Number one, if we are sharing market stats and sharing market updates, which you should be doing on social media, you really have to take it a step further to explain what this means to consumers. So here's what I mean by that. There are a lot of really great sources that you can share that will give you data points that you can kind of pair it on social media. You can share like the number of listings that are getting added to the market. You can share the average price per square foot, the average sales price, the amount of money people are typically paying over ask for listings. You can share all of this data, but you don't want to stop there. You want to take it a step further to explain what this means to your ideal clients. So for example, if you are just sharing an infographic on your Instagram feed with a bunch of numbers and statistics, you need to take it a step further and explain what that means to your ideal client. And if that ideal client is like a first-time home buyer, you need to really go into your caption and explain how those numbers are going to impact their chances of affording and being able to buy a home in the market conditions that we're seeing at that moment. So for example, if you are seeing that, like in my market, that 44% of listings are selling over ask, you need to explain in which price points that is occurring. You need to explain how much over ask are people typically paying, and you need to explain why this might occur and some ways that you can help your clients avoid those types of situations. This is doing a couple of different things. Number one, you're shooting it straight with your audience. Transparency is a great way to build credibility, and trying to gloss over the fact that, yeah, the market's busy, but I'm a great real estate agent and that's all you need. That's just not true. And consumers' BS monitor is way too in tune to buy it. Okay. They're going to know that you are just trying to gloss over that. And they're going to think that you're hiding things from them, which is definitely what we want to avoid. So instead, give them the facts, share exactly what they should expect getting into this, and then give them the tools and the solutions that you can help them with this. That leads us to number 2. Being solutions-based, right? Being serving-oriented. What does this mean from a real estate agent's perspective? Well, it doesn't always mean helping them find the house, okay? This goes back to understanding our ideal clients and understanding the problems that they face, right? Their fears, their desires, the things that stress them out, the things that keep them up at night, and helping them understand that we are uniquely positioned to help them overcome those obstacles. And so what that actually means is really understand the problem here. For example, if we're talking about a first-time home buyer, they know the market's tough and they know that there's a lot stacked against them in their journey to buying their first home. They know it's going to be hard. What they don't need are fake promises. So they don't really need to think that you are going to be able to pull a magic house out of a hat and give them the keys to the dream home that actually is not even in their budget, right? What they want to know is that you're not going to push them to pay more than they can afford. They want to know that you're going to listen to them and be compassionate to their situation. They want to know that you're going to be in their corner and that they can trust you to guide them without you just trying to make a sale. This is proven every single time I'm speaking to a buyer or a seller. The one thing we ask them on these consultations at the end is, what is most important to you in your real estate agents, and what can we do to make sure that we are living up to that promise and earning 5-star service for you? They always say the same things. They want respect. They want honesty. They don't want to be judged. They just want to know that somebody is going to listen to them and help them achieve their goals, or tell them straight if it's not the right time. Nowhere in there is someone saying, I just really want a great door opener, or I really want an agent who knows how to search on the MLS. That is not what the problem is. They know that you're going to try really hard to find the house. And you know what? They're probably going to do a better job of finding the house than you are anyways, because you know they've got all the alerts on every single search portal site out there, and they're being notified every time something hits the market. Yes, you can do what you can to tap into off-market opportunities, but we know that there are restrictions keeping us back there too, and so do they. What they want to know is that you're going to respect them and you are going to live at a higher standard than what they see as the real estate agent like avatar, which is that slimy salesman. Okay? Prove to them that you understand that and that you can still be in their corner and you can be a genuine servant to their needs. And that is how you win a client for life. So let's take it back to how we're actually going to execute this on social media. Number 1, we're not glossing over the fact that the market's tough. We're going to shoot it straight. Number 2, we're going to share the tactical solutions that we can, right? You're doing what you can in terms of being available for any and all showings. You're tapping into your off-market opportunities. You're showing them creative opportunities in terms of financing or ways that we can maybe remove some contingencies or tap into additional funds or liquidity to help them in multiple offer situations. And number 3, most importantly, we're going to understand and show them, articulate that we understand what their real desires are, which is to be heard and which is to be respected. If you can tap into that and make sure that you are tapping into that and sharing it as you're sharing market data, you're not only positioning yourselves as a professional, you're positioning yourselves as a trusted friend. And remember, this is a relationship business. People hire real estate agents based off of those they know, like, and trust. And there's no better way to build trust and credibility than helping your consumers understand that you know where they're at and you're willing to meet them halfway. This is the stuff that we're talking about all the time in the Market Authority Academy. So if you're looking for a little more help in this area, be sure to look below in the description. I'll have all the links. And if you want to learn how to really implement these strategies in your own business, we can just hop on a call. You and me will chat one-on-one to see if working together is a good fit. And I'll share how I can get your business to the next level this year. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for tuning in. And hey, I'm rooting you on every step of the way. If there's any way that I can help you, reach out to me in the comments or just hit me up in the DMs on Instagram and we can chat it through. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in today. You guys keep on